So we're just about to go live here, and right now we're going to run some tests. We can run on the 9070 XT and both the RTX 5090. If you were on the stream with me yesterday, you saw some of the issues were pretty apparent. And we are officially live. Welcome to the channel. I'm Chris Mizo. If you're unfamiliar with who I am, I talk about PC and tech. What we played yesterday was Doom: The Dark Ages. What we really wanted to test out, if it was the actual game or if it was the graphics cards, whether if it was AMD or NVIDIA. So we tried out Doom: The Dark Ages on NVIDIA and also on AMD, and so far it seems that both have their own set of issues. NVIDIA specifically has problems when you are starting up Doom, and when it comes to AMD, it seems like it's in-game and it ends up glitching more. What's up, Alex? Good to see you in. If anybody wants to see the RTX 5090 in action, feel free to put 1. If you want to see the RX 9070 XT in action, put 2, and that's what we'll go with. So we already have the 5090 set up ready to go. And we also have the RX 9070 XT just behind us to get a good idea of which system will perform better. We're going to try to mess around with some of the settings. Some are not as friendly when it comes to NVIDIA's RTX 5090 as if you use Rivet Tuner. If you are using any type of overlay, it seems that that'll give some issues. Oh no, you broke off your USB 3.0? That's terrible. Hopefully we can get that fixed. What exactly happened there? I gotta know. Was it plugged in and it just, you accidentally tripped over it or something? Because I've done something before. Yeah, that's what you were saying, Alex. Oh, it's completely done. Is it just the port itself? You can't even, it's not. I was hoping for at least the USB 3.0. Oh, on the motherboard. Oh, really? How did that happen? That's rough. 230. Yeah, that's not bad for an iPhone 11 Pro. At least it's more up to par. And I expect the iPhone 17 to be completely different. So if you're just coming in, we are going to play some Doom. Right now, we're just trying to determine whether we should start off with the RTX 5090 or go off on the RX 9070 XT. Feel free to voice your opinion because I would like to hear it. If 5090 will be, if press 1. If you want to see the RX 9070 XT, put 2. We have both systems ready to go. And we can switch over to either one when we play Doom: Dark Ages. If you're curious about any of the issues with Doom: The Dark Ages, feel free to ask, and I can go over some of them because we figured out a few, and some of them could be resolved, some of them really can't. You just have to avoid it overall. So Fasten said he was installing his 7700 XT and barely touched the wire and it bent off. Really? Oh wow, how did that happen? You barely touched the wire and it bent off. Do you have another port? Because sometimes some motherboards will feature another USB 3.0 port, or you can even send it in and they'll be able to fix it for you, but of course you have to pay a fee. It was in the way. Oh, that sucks. Because sometimes they'll be either on the front of the panel or it's sitting out. Maybe send it in. Hopefully they'll repair it for you for a good deal. Okay, so you're saying RX 9070 XT, Alex? So far we got 9070 XT. So for what the current vote is, what I'm asking right now is if you want to see it on the RX 9070 XT, put 2. If you want to see it on the RTX 5090, put 1. So far we have a 2. I know this is just getting started and there's probably not going to be a ton of people in here just yet, but that's a shame though. Hopefully you get the motherboard fixed. And I guess, was it in the way, was it while you were installing a different wire? It wasn't USB 3.0, the wire that you were installing? Was it a different one? I'm just curious. You got to send a picture on Discord And if anyone wants to follow us on Discord and has any issues similar to what Fasten is saying, please feel free to send it in. And I'll put the Discord right here. Anyone can really type this in. But when you could go into, I'm going to have to do it through here. Let's see. Then I'll show it. There we go. And if you have a similar issue just like this with the USB 3.0 and it broke off completely, unless it's more than likely a good idea to send it in to the manufacturer, depending where you got it from. If it's MSI, ASUS, Gigabyte, they'll fix it, but there's going to be a fee. Hopefully it doesn't happen again. I'm surprised it broke off. That's a shame. Okay, so for the early beginning, well, that's. I wonder where was it located? Was it in? It must have been in a really tough spot. So we're gonna go switch over to the 9070 XT build. Can you send me a bunch of and I can. Can you send me a bunch of raw photos of your PC? I can some edit with the photos. Oh, okay. All right. See what I can do for you, Alex. So I'm going to go over to the RX 9070 XT build. Seems like that's the way we're going to go. And we're going to switch over to the other PC here. And it's right behind us, actually. Right there. Let me just switch up the lighting here. It's probably easier if I'm gonna game on this. I'll hook up the controller on it too, and we'll start it up. All right. Hopefully it behaves pretty well. We'll find out soon. And I'll switch PCs right here. Curious if there's any updates with Doom Dark Ages. Let's see if there is any, or if they kept it exactly the same. Nope, no updates. We'll go ahead and go in it. Open this up. And I'll also open up the overlay here so that way everyone can see what's going on. Okay, I think we're pretty much good to go here, at least on this side. What's up, Death Striker? Good to see you in here. So we're just headed in game right now. And the funny thing is that this overlay over here, it seems that it works fine when it's on an AMD build, but it gives massive issues, believe it or not, when you try to open it up on a RTX card. And here we are, it goes right in. Okay, so it looks like the controller's all good to go. Let's check out these settings real quick. Oh, actually, let me move the overlay because I don't think everyone's gonna see that, especially in the vertical mode. So I'm gonna move it real quick. There we go. Seems I still got to bring it down a little bit. There we go. Now everyone should be able to see it. I'll bring this down slightly. Does it really matter for the 1440p gaming if we have a i9? No, not really. You could use either a 14900K or you can use a 285K. Either one would actually be really good for it. So let's go ahead and get started here. Oh, before we do, let's go into the settings. We want to check out the graphical settings here. And right now we got a full screen. We got it on 100 Hertz because this is the max that this monitor can go to. We have triple buffering on. And I believe that FSR is on. Currently it's on balanced. So you can set it to your liking. You can put balance, quality. So we're going to leave it on balance to see if that works. Now you can turn on the frame generation if you'd like. So what do you guys think? You think we should go full frame generation or not? But yeah, I see you tried to. I got to figure that out, that Striker. It seems like I put it in for any user, but I think it's because I'm not logged into my other account here. But we're just going to get this rolling here now. And hopefully it runs well. Because I was told that there was issues when it came to the whole flight mode. I'm going to go down just a slight here. And the weird thing is, I remember yesterday, that was one of the issues. It doesn't seem like it's fully utilizing the GPU for some weird reason. We'll skip over the story real quick, unless you wanted to see it. Yeah, it's famous because it's more of a, how do you say, it's like kind of like a cult game, but it's one of the original PC titles when it comes to gaming, and one of the greatest, to be honest. And it's really famous more for its action when it comes to this game. It's just non-stop action. It's straight up hardcore. Alright, so we're going to try to go over here. Alright. Alright. There we go. Yesterday I was playing on a keyboard and mouse, so I'm just kind of learning the controls on the controller. Figure it's a little bit easier to... Oh, that's our own squad. And so far it's holding steady, no issues. Only 25% utilization. The thing I really love most about this GPU is the fact that how low the temperatures are. Only about 47 degrees. Kill 40 demons, find 150 gold, and try to hit a 3-hit melee. So these are the challenges that they have here. A new weapon, Skull Crusher Pulverizer. Oh yeah. I remember this. I can see that. Yeah, absolutely. I'm curious, like, once we get into the action part, how it's gonna be. Feels so weird playing on a... and there it is. At first freeze up, and I wonder if that has to do with the whole FSR. And as it was running perfectly fine, it just ends up freezing up right here. So what I'm going to try next is I'm going to try to disable the FSR. Currently I'm using the Xbox controller right here. I'm using the Xbox, just the typical Xbox One controller here. And usually works great, but of course the game froze, as you guys see. So we're going to try to set off or turn off FSR and see if that's affecting it in any way. But it seems like it is. So we'll exit out. All right, so we're gonna go back in, and this time we're gonna disable it and see if that's the main reason why it's having these issues. Because originally we tried to disable the whole VSync, and it seemed that it froze immediately once that was disabled. So we're gonna go back in here. But I'm guessing maybe it has something to do with this, with the whole FSR, which we'll find out. The game just... Are you struggling with the 5090? With the 5090, it doesn't seem like it struggles too much once you get into game. It seems like more of the issue is when you're starting up the game, it'll give you issues. It's if you have Rivet Tuner just like this, if that's currently up, it will freeze up the game. Maybe this is part of the issue, but we'll find out. I'm going to try to turn off the frame generation and see if that helps it any. If it does, then more than likely that's the culprit. But within about not even 5 minutes into the game, it froze up with the 9070 XT. And I'm curious if that's what the problem is here. Because yesterday we tried to turn that off. The vertical sync, it seemed like it froze up nearly immediately. And we're going to turn off the FSR and see if that does anything here. Because I have a feeling it might have something to do with it, because again, it's newer technology. Yeah, you might need to upgrade, LOL. Yeah, so I put the question out there if anyone wanted to see it on the 9070 XT first or the 5090, but we're gonna give it a shot again and see what happens. But that's pretty insane though. Like within the first 5 minutes, it froze up. Let's hope it'll stay together this time. But now the usage looks a bit more normal. Now we're getting more utilization, around 81%. Feels so weird playing with a controller. Oh. So far, it seems like it's holding off a bit better now. And I had a feeling it had to do something with the whole frame generation here. Oh. I keep hitting the wrong trigger. Okay, so far it seems like it's holding up a bit better. So there is an issue with FSR, from what it seems. We're still getting 100 frames out of it, which is great. And it's steady. It's like locked in 100 frames. So it's not bouncing all over the place or... But they definitely built this game around NVIDIA's card there. So this... I'm downloading the drivers now. Yeah, please do. I'm curious. Right now, this is the newer driver, AMD's newest driver. Oh, I can't use my shield. Oh. I guess there's a limit to use your shield in this, so you just gotta really watch. So it's definitely playing a lot better with FSR off. Alright, so far it's gotten up as 59 degrees. Nothing too crazy. More utilization, but still we're seeing that it's not being truly fully utilized. The funny thing is, if you notice, it's almost looking like it's like sort of bottlenecking there. It seems that it's using both the processor, because we weren't getting this much usage out the processor, out the 5090. So it seems like there needs to be optimizations made for AMD's. So are you struggling with the 5090? Not really. Not with the 5090. Only when you first start it, it'll struggle. Especially if you try to have your stats up just like how we have on this screen. But with, let's see. Make sure I'm good here. Okay. So if I'm a little slow at responding to chat, I apologize because I got to look behind me to see the chat window. But I have an idea what I'll do next. Oh, okay. Got taken down that time. So far it's steady. Now it's not freezing up as much as it should. And I'm curious if we could even get better frames. It makes me want to shut off the VSync because I'm curious about that too. I know the VSync is going to help lock it in, but Ah. They take a lot of damage. And right now I'm playing on Nightmare mode, if anyone wonders. Oh. You'll like the AMD GPU. I see that you said it's your first. It's honestly really good, the 9070. It definitely deserves all the praise it did this year. Ah. This makes me want to use the mouse and keyboard here. All right, we got through it that time. Funny enough, like out of all the controllers, this is still one of my favorite controllers to use, especially on PC gaming, is these Xbox controllers. They just really work well. And those who had the Xbox 360 controller and still holds on to it, especially for PC gaming, those are excellent controllers too. Ah, I want to switch out my gun too. All right. Ah, that flamethrower got me. And the crazy part is the usage isn't that bad either. It's like, if you notice the power usage, it really doesn't go that high at all. So can't wait to use FSR 4 in this game. My 9070 XT runs this game exceptionally well. It certainly does. The only thing I notice is if you have, I don't know if it's because of the overlay, but if you have FSR on, like say with the overlay, I know for certain to have your frame generation off. Otherwise, it'll give you issues. But now it seems like it's running flawlessly. So they certainly optimize. That tells you that they certainly optimized this game for NVIDIA. But it can work really well with the 9070 XT with no issues. And now it's locked in at 100 frames with no problem. I got murdered from all over that. On both sides there. Alright, so I'll proceed forward first instead. Oh. Oh. One thing I gotta watch is my thumb over by the start button there. So if anyone's in the chat, I apologize if it's a little... So you're getting about 77 times the frames. So what frame... Well, you're probably on a quicker monitor too. Right now I'm on... This monitor maxes out at 100 hertz because this is my test monitor that I just use. I'm dying so quick now. Alright, let's... Now I gotta get serious here. Oh, I only got 2 health. Oh, well, 2 armor. Definitely this guy that's getting to me. Ah. Getting 400 FPS in ultra settings on 1080p. Okay. So right now, you're on 1440p. If you're on 10, I'm assuming are you on 2560? Is it 2560 by 1440? Currently, I'm on 3440. Ah. I was trying to strategize around that. So your PC keeps shutting off. I'm on 165 hertz. Your PC keeps shutting off. What's the reason? Is it during in-game, or is it just when you're using the PC? I think we're going to make it through this time. Oh, get around here. Oh, gotta get away from them flames. Woo. Ah, I was right there. So you're after 5 to 10 minutes, it just shuts off. It sounds like there's a problem with power on your PC. I would figure out to see exactly what's drawing from it. Use hardware info to see how much utilization's happening, and see where the draw is coming from. So that's just on standard usage, right? That's not even in game. My 70 XT runs this game exceptionally well. ID never lets me down in both optimizations. Yeah, I feel like they could optimize it a bit better. Because, again, if you use FSR, it will give you issues. But, again, it's like, you really don't need it because it's running at 100 frames for me. No issues. Oh, I was trying to get away from him. When gaming, it says no error. You should be getting an error. What you would have to do is go into your search bar and type event viewer and see where and look for that critical error that you're gonna have. Usually it'll be like a red exclamation point, and that'll give you a good indication of what the problem really is. Even though it might not pop up at first, okay. Yeah, check it out. That's what more than likely you should have some sort of code. I'm assuming it's It has to be power-wise. Because if you're getting random shutdowns, it sounds like you're not getting enough power in your PC. Oh, I should have used my shield there. Now I know I can't just fly over to the guy that's using that invisible cloak. I was trying to get him out the way first. What mode are you guys playing this in, out of curiosity? So far, it's been running really good now. No issues. Let me get away from here, get some, recover my health here. Oh, right when I was getting health too. Because one hit seems like it does a ton of damage, especially when you don't have the armor one. It's gotta be the guy behind me. I think we'll make it through this time. I think we're good. Yep. I gotta say, your thumbs do get tired when you, especially when you're holding down the thumbstick. I gotta have that toggled off. Just have it locked in. Yes, that's what we need is FSR4. Agreed. Can you imagine how nice it would be if it did have FSR4 in here too? Why is your GPU temp so low? What? The GPU temps are so low because this is on the 9070 XT. It's incredibly low. And the second part is this GPU is currently undervolted. I think I have it. I have to check the settings again. But I already modified the settings pretty much. It's, I think, how much? I think it's not crazy undervolted. It's like negative 40, I think it's set at right now, with a slight overclock. See what we got in here. Nice. Oh, I like the rail spike. Ooh. Ah, I think it was somebody behind me there. No, this is actually on 1440p, and currently I have it on. I'll show you the settings right now. We are on. Again, I had to turn off FSR4, our frame generation, because that's what was giving the issues. Once that's off, then there's no problems. And right now it is ultra everything, I think it is. Because you can't really adjust ray tracing on this. You can turn off reflections and everything, maybe that'll help it, but so far on the 9070 XT, there has been very little issues when it comes to the ray tracing, or not really any issues. I played Doom Eternal on epic settings for 1080p and the temps were like over 70. Really? What's your setup like? Out of curiosity. Oh. I need the Underbolt. Yeah, definitely do it. I'm actually going to have a guide out soon. Maybe within the next week or so. Today, I'm having a long format video based on the Z890 on Gigabyte AORUS. That'll be out later today if anyone is curious about Intel's board. I think I jumped too deep into the crowd there. And you've been playing Doom on the Series X. It looks great. Frame rates on the 40. Yeah, you can't beat OLED. I gotta say, OLED. Once you go to OLED, it's really hard to go back to playing like on a standard LCD display for sure. because the games just give you a whole different feel, especially when you see the colors of how they want you to see the game, you know? I am surrounded. I was trying to find some sort of cover. I agree. You have an 85-inch. That's insane. The current TV I got, I think it's a 60-inch. I got the LG OLED. But the other monitor I actually do have is OLED, which is the PG34 WCDM by ASUS. I love that thing. I think I rushed in there too quick. I was trying to use my shield to attack, but I ran out of stamina there. Oh, even though I've recovered some health, I was just too surrounded by all those guys. So you have a Ryzen 5 7600 X3D and a 9070. So that's a decent, actually a really decent build that you have there. That's right. I think you have, is it, yeah, the XFX. They make great cards, actually. They were around the same time as EVGA, like back when they were making cards for NVIDIA. So if you ever question XFX, they've been around for actually a while. They left NVIDIA before EVGA did. Oh, get some health here. Think we'll make it through here. Oh, come on. Right when I am about to do that glory kill there. That was insane. I thought I was going to make it through that time. Those guys in the shield, I feel, are the worst ones, to be honest. It's pretty annoying. I think we made it through this time. Whew, that was tough. For some reason, the stream is delayed on my end. Oh, is it really? Is anyone else experiencing some sort of delay? Out of curiosity here. I know there's always like a slight delay compared to IRL. Let's see. We're going to... What should I upgrade here? What do you guys think? Now I finally got something to upgrade. Should I do the... Should I get the runic skull? Or upgrade the plasma gun? What do you guys think? Oh, thanks for following, Pixelwell. Whereas? So, what do you guys think? Should I, what should I do? Should I end up upgrading my, should I upgrade to the runic skull? Thinking of doing that or the plasma. The plasma is pretty dope too. Where I already did the shredder, impeller we can do. Actually, I haven't upgraded my shield at all. I really want to upgrade this. It says there's an upgrade available. Oh, I gotta purchase it. Because the shield is clutch, for sure. Let me try it. I'm gonna upgrade this first. So, pairing a Hell Surge will trigger a larger, more powerful shockwave. So we did that. And should I upgrade the finisher or should I upgrade a weapon? Oh, but now the weapons are, depending on what I get, I could upgrade the feedback on the plasma, which will make it quicker, or the pull. How about the runic skull? What do you guys think? I'll probably go ahead and do that. I'll save the rest of it. That's all I can do for now. After we go through this board, we could switch over systems here, and we could go into the 5090. But unfortunately, it doesn't really give you... I want the stats to come up, and that's what bothers me. I can't get the stats to run correctly on it, because for some reason on NVIDIA cards, it seems that that's the problem. If you try to have Rivet Tuner running with the game, it'll give you issues. Oh, that's just a lamp. Let me see. Probably gotta climb up there. How can I get up there? Oh, okay. Ah, I see. I probably gotta put something on there. Is there... Alright, let me see. Maybe I have to hit it. Speed Spanger. Alright. We know that already. I'm curious how to get up there. something to do up there, maybe? No. Am I missing something here? Problem is I don't have a target here. Oh, I see. Maybe. Huh. How did you undervolt your afterburner? I used Adrenaline. That's how I did the undervolt, if you're curious. And I feel that's the best way, because if you want to use something like FSR, or if you want to use any of the AMD's settings really, FMF, like you want to use the fluid motion and everything, you have to do it in Adrenaline. Otherwise, if you do it in Afterburner, you have to be out of Adrenaline for it to work. Otherwise, it'll end up freezing up. So you have to either choose one or the other. That's the only thing about it. So, but it's really easy enough to do it in AMD Adrenaline. And I highly suggest doing it on there. And but again, I'll have a guide very soon on it. Let me see if I can get up here. Just got to figure out how to get up there real quick. I was thinking of scaling the wall, but there's no objects or anything around to drag on there. Am I missing something here? I'm obviously not going to be quick enough to get there. Want to be something obvious too. Wonder how I get in there. Always gotta enjoy the challenge, right? Try the, where's that railgun? Accelerator. No. Wonder if it has something to do with this. It can't be. How did you crazy that you only need 200 to 200? Yeah, that's the crazy part, right? And it plays very smooth. No issues, and it's locked in. There's got to be something I'm missing here. Maybe there's something over here. I probably got to pick up something. Maybe it's this thing up here. No. Huh. I feel like shooting at that's not going to really do anything either. Nothing. Let me try scanning the other room or something. I ended up getting the railgun. Maybe, is that what it is? No. So, I'm stuck on this part a little bit. Just trying to figure out how to get up there. I thought it had something to do with this, but... I don't think so. Is it something they want me to upgrade to? Maybe. Well, I think it would tell me that. Is it this? I'll give it a shot. Hopefully I didn't waste my upgrade here. I feel like it has nothing to do with this. I don't think it does. Let me get some water. Because right now I'm just stuck right here. How many frames do you need to make it game smooth? At least 120. I'd say personally, I feel like any game that's over... I feel like the good spot is anything that's well over 100. Like once you hit around 120, 144, I feel like that's when it feels really smooth. You'll really notice it stutter once you go into like 60 or even 75, you'll notice some. I'd say like once you pass that 120 to 144 mark, that's a really good number to hit. All right, let's try this again here. Let me see if I can... This is wild. I didn't think I would struggle on something like this. Okay. Okay, I know we gotta get up there, but just, it's not like I can lift anything. Oh wait, maybe I can move that. I don't think that's gonna do anything, but I'll give it a shot. Doesn't hurt. That's the only thing that I can pick up. Nope. That didn't even do anything. Nope. Maybe I gotta get... Let me try doing this. Wonder if this will do anything. No. Let me see. Is there something that I need here? And this is just a closed room. Nothing over here. This is where I got the railgun. I think 80 to 90 is okay. It's because the frame is consistent. The odd thing is, like, once you go to a higher frame rate, I say, it can be consistent, like, when you first play it. But once you go to a higher frame rate, then you'll notice it, I have to say. But I could say you can't really differentiate anything once it goes, like, over 144. You might notice it very, like, slightly, but not that much of a difference. Crazy. Can't believe I'm stuck on this. I'll try again with this railgun. I feel like you have to use the shield on something here. I thought so. There we go. Seems like something has to be put here where I have to push it. Okay. Seems like I gotta do something here. There you go. That took a little bit. We finally got through it. So now, if anyone goes to that side, you know what to do. Oh. I was just reading the comment. It says, yeah, I think it makes turning smoother on MK, and then you'll notice it. Yeah, you won't notice it on a controller. Because the thing about controllers, too, it's like once you go, like when you use a keyboard and mouse, there's like no input delay. But controllers do have like a slight input delay when you are playing on them. I knew I wasted my that currency that I had. I don't know what they call it on this, but on that railgun, but it's all right. Ah, I knew I was gonna die because I was surrounded there. All right. Well, at least I know what to expect coming up now. So far, it's been smooth though, I gotta say, for the most part, and it hasn't even gone really above 60. It's like. That is impressive. Ah, I knew I was gonna die there. Alright. So what's everybody's thoughts of Doom Dark Ages so far? I am tempted to get Eternal now because that's the only one I haven't played out the whole franchise. Oh yeah. There, yeah, that's right. They're a pain in the ass, those enemies with the shields. Oh, tree behind me got in the way. Some people say Doom Eternal is better. That's what I'm seeing. So it makes me. That's what makes me want to go to it to see how good Doom Eternal is. I heard it was really good. I wonder if I could go in here. It looks like there's something in there. Definitely can. Probably got to go through the other side or something. I didn't even mean to do that. Ugh. Thanks for reminding me about the shield, throwing the shield. Now I remember. I'm on level 4. Internal is really fast paced and has you jumping constantly. Ah. And it's on sale, I think, currently, right? From what I remember. I forget what the price was. I gotta switch up my weapon. Shotgun's too slow for that side. I should have approached him like that. Now I got him. Whew. We did it. Oh, great. Another gun. Oh, I messed up right there. I was right there. That's insane. I gotta go back here again. Wow, that's great. I think this is the hottest it went. 61 now on the GPU. Oh. Get my health up real quick. I walked right into that, so... Oh, thought was doing real good over there for a minute. I gotta ask, does everybody here prefer controller or using keyboard and mouse when it comes to Doom on PC? Out of curiosity, I'm curious how many people still play on mouse and keyboard too. Ooh. I shouldn't have dove in there like that. I haven't played like Assassin's Creed on my mouse and oh, really? Yeah, I feel like I played most of my games on keyboard and mouse too. I agree with that. Right now I'm playing on a controller because of where the PC is. Otherwise I would have to stand and play because there's no leg room where it's sitting at now. But once I go on the 5090, I could go back into keyboard and mouse. I feel like it's so much more flexibility and you have a much better handle on the controls at least too, because you don't have to worry about any slippage. Keep doing that. I gotta heal up real quick. Now I gotta do the same mistake before. Get the shield here. Let me run away real quick. Gotta get some health. Man, he takes a lot of damage. Really? I was right there. Makes me want to switch to mouse and keyboard. I game on TV, so yeah. Yeah, if you're gaming on TV, it's a little difficult. Unless you're using something like a wireless keyboard and mouse, and you can do it. That was sick. Ah! I'm running around with too low health. That's what's happening. That mouse and keyboard does look tempting to use right now, though, I gotta say. Oh, really? 2 hits. Let me see. I'm going to try the mouse and keyboard real quick. I know it's a bit higher than where I am, but it makes me just want to use it now. Gotta throw my shield now. R, that's what it is. I can pick up this shield. He's still not down with them. Gotta be kidding me. Oh, I'm out of everything? And I'm extremely low on health. Alright, so let's see what I can find here. Woo! He was tough. Now I can go back to controller. Oh. You should shield the smaller guy and then green roll. Yeah. I barely made it through that one. It's hard to play the keyboard and mouse when it's sitting so high like that, but at least we got it through. I feel so much easier to play on a keyboard and mouse, though, for sure. I hate how because I'm so used to hitting the right bumper, I keep hitting the right bumper to throw the shield, but I keep forgetting it's left. Oh, really? Oh, wow. I didn't know his shield reflected the plasmas, so I gotta switch this out real quick. Now these guys are everywhere. I gotta watch out for these guys when using those invisible cloaks now. It's amazing how well this card is running though. And it's really not pushing all that hard either. And I was just talking about the guys in the Klukes. Yeah, I need to get punched for ammo. Oh, okay. That makes sense now. That's a good tip. Where is this guy at? Let's get out of here. Oh. I didn't expect to see anybody up here after that. So I put had my guard down. All right. Now we're at 62. Again, that's still not as high. And temperature-wise, at least compared. Oh, nice. Have to go further down and oh, now we ran into a freezing issue, but it took us a while to get there. There's your first freeze. Well, yep. Driver had timed out. Issue has been reported. Oh. Okay, so now we have a good idea of how it looked on the 9070 XT. I mean, it handles it pretty well. Like once you have the FSR off, we still ran into a freezing issue, but it took a little while for it to get further into the game for the freezing to actually happen. But now we know for sure if FSR is off, and I wonder if the OSD has anything to do with it. If it does, then that's probably a possibility why part of the freezing is happening. Another test I can do another time is I'll turn off the OSD and see if it'll actually work better with the FSR on without any without using Rivet Tuner. I can tell you for a fact if Rivet Tuner is on Doom, then that'll run into especially on NVIDIA cards, that'll run into issues. So we're gonna switch over systems now. But testing wise, it seems like it's really honestly not that bad if FSR is off. So let's switch over here. Whew. I gotta say, it's pretty warm in here with all these PCs on. Okay, so I'm gonna switch over. Now I can see the chat a lot better, and you guys can see me better. Let me just readjust that slightly. Right there. That should do it. And let me go into here. But yeah, from what it seems like on the 9070, it seems like it works pretty well actually. Let me check my social stream out real quick. Okay, perfect. So let me switch over here and you'll see the difference. Yeah, AMD did really awesome actually. It was excellent. So now we're just going into the 5090 setup. And you'll see the difference. The temperatures are definitely a lot higher on the 5090 for obvious reasons. You're going through much more higher wattage. So it's definitely going to be higher for that reason alone. But it isn't as compatible when it comes to the when you use Rivet Tuner. It does run into those issues. I tried multiple ones. I tried CapX and I tried Rivet Tuner, and it just doesn't want to start with either one of them. Let me just make sure it's on here before we continue. Yeah, the funny thing is the 9070 is really not that bad, especially because it's on the newer cards now. They actually have the ray tracing is a lot better. Path tracing isn't as good, but the ray tracing certainly has improved. And I'll switch you guys over. Let me see. Oh, that's why. There we go. And we can go ahead and get started. And now, right now we're on the 5090 build. There we go. Perfect. Oh, let me take off my hat real quick. Pretty hot in here. definitely pretty hot. Hopefully you guys are enjoying seeing how the 9070 XT performs and how well the RTX 4090 is performing. I mean, not 4090, the 5090, which we'll see shortly. I want to put the overhead display on it, but it just doesn't work well. Every time I've tried it, it just freezes up. It's something that they have to fix, especially on the NVIDIA drivers here. And right now I'm just trying to get this headset. It's all wrapped up in all these wires I got over here. Yeah, it was sitting on the foot of the microphone, so I had to move it. Okay. Yeah, and that, you know what? That's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to install a driver from before. More than likely it should work better then. How well is it? You said it was running pretty well with you, right? On the 3080. Now I can play a lot more comfortably with a keyboard. Oh, these gay shields. Let me put that on the side there. No crashing yet. So far, you can't roll back with the... Really? I haven't tried it. I've rolled back before, but I've rolled back with the I put back with the March update, the 572, and that seems to work best. But anything after it just seems just terrible. Oh, I have to go back in here to get it. So right now, just to let you know, on average, it's running for the 5090 about 189 frames. I gotta get the plasma gun out. Oh, not the rail gun. Where is it? I guess I must be out of ammo on it, so I can't use it, because I know those are good against this type of shield at least. Trying to get my health here. Oh. So you're capped at... is it the monitor that you're using? Oh, yeah, YouTube capped it. Yeah. That's the only thing... I wish they didn't cap it. Oh. I'm getting shot from an angle I couldn't see him. Alright. I'll get it this time. That was dumb. Right when I start, I get bombarded. Okay, this time I didn't have to pick it back up. But the colors on OLED's so different. It looks so much more darker. and colorful at the same time. I should have jumped further in. That guy up there in the shield's friggin' annoying. Where the hell is he at? Oh, he's over there. Let me get some health first before I go face him. Okay, now it's clear. Anything over here? Nope. The funny thing is I never had any like hard freezing when using the 50 series from what I've noticed. Only on AMDs I've experienced some freezing. But again, I think it doesn't have to do with AMD's GPU. That has to do more with Bethesda settings, I feel. Oh, great. I don't know what I got hit with there. Let me go get some health, because my health is low. Ah. I think I shouldn't have launched there. That was a bad move. Trying to get some health here while I can get it. Ah. Is my health flow going in? See if I can get anything else before I go in here real quick. Try to push my health up just a little bit. But on average, it's like about 190. It must be that acid. Whatever he's using, that's what's probably killing me. Alright, let me run around here. But that takes out my shield real quick. I just realized that. I went from 63 to nothing. I can't imagine how the highest difficulty would be. I didn't pick that up. Ah, too close. Oh, that acid is vicious. I should go get my shield up real quick. I should get health. Ooh. Oh, whoa. All the way in there. Huh. Don't know what CPU you have, but I don't think that... No, that's where I'm at now. 9800 X3D on this specific build. The other one that I was using was the 9600. The 9600X and the 9070 XT. What you've really got to watch is that this guy's acid that he throws. If you can avoid that, you'll be pretty much good. Vagary champion. Oh no. I was doing so good. Alright, let's see. I keep trying to slide, but I can't slide into. I think we did it. Oh, we got through.
Aviary unlocked. Clear the Slayer's launch pad.
And now it's like once you get over to these type of menus, then it picks up a little bit. Now it's at like around 200 frames. But to get an idea of how hot it's running, let me just check hardware monitor real quick too. Oh, why did it go back here? Let me see. I'm going to open up hardware monitor now. I'll let you know where it's at. And currently, temperature is reaching about 72. No, 64 now. Of course, it cooled off a bit because now we're out of the game. And fans are running about 1600s. Wattage wise, it's about pushing. Where's it at? TDP. 12 volts. 352. About 352 now. But not looking too bad. And let me just go over here on this side real quick. Take a quick break. Yeah, so on the 5090, it doesn't really have too many issues other than if we go into, if we try to use the overlay. So I'll probably end up rolling back the driver back to the 572. And more than likely, it'll end up working. So I'm going to try that real quick and see if that does anything. So I'll exit out first. And let's roll back this driver. Actually, I think I still got it. I could just open it up. Where's it at? Open this up here. It's going to be in my C drive. Nope. NVIDIA. I guess not. I know it's in my downloads folder though. I guess not. 572.80, I think it was. 572.83. Yeah, that's it. Should only take. It should be momentarily. And I'll do a clean install and see how well it works. I'm curious if it'll end up working better than its current driver. We'll do clean. and then it should be good. And then we'll try to run the overlay, and it should work. I'm thinking it should. So what are you guys thinking about it? It's like, you saw the comparison between so far of the 5090 and the RX 9070 XT. You can see that it does run really nice and smooth on a RX 9070 XT. But of course, it's opinion based on what type of budget you want to spend on a build, and it works great. Doom Dark Ages works really well on the 9070 XT. Just have FSR off, and it seems like it works fine. And more than likely, I'm curious if the overlay has anything to do with it. I'm definitely going to try it another time to see if it's that. But so far from what we see, it seems that more than likely it has to do with the game more or so with this whole overlay issue. Now, I know Chris was saying that he wasn't having issues with his 3080 because he's back on December's driver still. So I'm curious if we roll back to March's 2025 D57283, I think it is. When we go back to that driver, will it continue to have any type of issues or not? I see you there, champ. I do appreciate you being here. But yeah, so far, it's been pretty impressive for the most part. Let me see. It should be fully charged up. And just give this a moment. $1,000 is my limit for a GPU. Ironically, Newegg actually has a great deal. It's in the description box if you are looking for any. They do have the 5070 Ti for $1,000, like $1,000 even. But of course, it doesn't include taxes. So if you're in an area where they do have taxes, they do have sales tax, then of course it'll be a little bit over. But if you're in an area where your state doesn't have sales tax, then you're good. Okay. I think it's all installed. Now I'm going to try to open it and see what happens. Okay. I'm in Ireland. Oh, okay. Huh. Sorry to hear that. So you have the VAT tax, right? That's rough. I think I remember there was another person that got their card in Denmark, and it was the 9070 XT. And they spent like a little bit over €1,000, I think it was. It was like 1,100. So I'm gonna try to open this up and see if Rivatuna is working on it. Let me make sure that the hardware info's up too, because we gotta be able to see the stats. Main settings, okay. Now we should be okay. Now let's see if it does work. So we're gonna go back into Doom and see if it does come up. See if it allows it. I'm sure you got that message too. When you open it, it's letting you know, hey, this driver's not up to date. Are you sure you want to continue? And that's what Doom's letting you know, like, hey, there's this new driver. It'll work better if you download it. So I'm going to switch over here. Oh. You know what happened? It gave me an error, actually. It just shut off. Let me try to open it again. Maybe it's because I switched over too quickly. So I'm going to try to reopen it again. $3080 is better than expected in this game. High settings, DLSS, 85 average. That's really good, actually. That is really good, though. Because a lot of people were complaining about the issues that people were running into with this game. It should load up eventually. Hopefully it doesn't freeze up. Let's see if it does, then I know it can't be NVIDIA. It would have to be Bethesda. Okay, there we go. We're actually in, so that did work. Let me just double check the signal here. Let's see. OBS here. There we go. Yep. You guys can see it right. I just got to move it slightly. This side here. Right there. Now you can see the stats of it. Look at that power usage. It's insane, right? The big difference. This is pretty dope. Hold E to ascend. You can see the difference in power usage, right? 604 watts. Currently, I don't have my undervolt on either. I do have an undervolt set for this card too. But I'm afraid if I turn it on now, I'll probably I'll end up freezing the game, I think. Yeah, it is, right? It's insane. Oh. That's cool. Oh, I would imagine so. Man, this takes a while to get through this shield. Oh. Now I know. I guess when you dodge it, you could go in different directions here too with the dragon on. Now I'm trying to get through this shield here. Oh, it's because of this guy. I'm surprised he didn't attack me while I was doing that. Oh, still alive. Okay. $82. You see the temperatures? Very low latency though. You know what's crazy? It just shows you how this game is running on the processor as well. The processor is getting pushed up to about 63. CPU temps are at 85. So the CPU is definitely getting a lot warmer compared to the GPU. Well, let me throw the shield at it. There we go. For some reason it didn't at first. Yeah, you're close to max CPU. Even if you lower your graphics, you won't get much more. Yeah, I don't think so either. Yeah, it certainly is. And this is, I know for a fact, it's definitely running everything at max settings. Hull carriers can be destroyed within to unlock the land and destroy all the assault batteries and the shield main cannon. Oof. I gotta get used to dodging on this. What time? I don't know. After this, I'm actually pretty busy. But I'll let you know once I get free again. So what time is it? Were you able to get your PC resolved? You figured out your issue? Or no? Well, I'll let you know once I get free. I'm just curious what it was. I don't know how it can fix. Usually when something like that happens, there's something going on for sure. Oh, okay. German tech tree. Gotcha. How do you like it so far? Woo! This AMD processor is pushing 88 degrees. GPU is still pushing up a lot of utilization too, as it's up 96, but you could really hear the fans kicking on too. Oh, I bet it does. Let's see, I gotta go up here real quick. Oh, of course, somebody's right behind me, too. It's crazy how much harder this PC is working compared to the AMD build. I'm curious, right after this, I'll look at the settings to see where it's at. Close one. Let's see where these settings are. So right now we got it at triple buffering, 240 hertz. Field of view is at 90. No wonder why the upscaler's on FSR because of the other system. I bet you it would calm down if I put it on DLSS. Frame generation is off. We could turn it on if you're curious to see what it would look like, but let's see. Let's just try it. How much VRAM would it take? 2 times. Let's try it 4 times. And apply the changes here. No wonder why. It makes sense. The funny thing is, as soon as I did that, now the display's off. You might sell your PC and get a PS5. Oh, go ahead. Go for it. I'm just resetting the monitor now. I bet I gotta restart. That is so weird. Now that makes a lot of sense. Because it was going off of FSR of the other build. Alright, let me get reset this. Wonder if I'll start up fine now. Oh. Switching over. There we go. Huh. We'll see how it does once it resets. We'll just give it a moment. Oh. So we're going right back in. Isn't that funny? Because it was on FSR. Is the yeah, I mean it is a bit older. This time I'll run the undervolt on it just to see what happens. I think that certainly threw everything off there. So we got DLSS on this time. Now it's where it should be. Let's see. Yeah. You could always get like the 5700X or 5600X. 5800X is a good one if you get the X3D. Look how much of a frame difference that is. 403. Working way less harder. But again, this is what... Who needs all these frames? But I'll just... I do appreciate everyone who's joined in on the stream. I hope you guys sincerely enjoyed it. We'll do some more another day, because there's definitely more we could get into here. Now this just makes me a bit curious about everything with how it's going to run now. More than likely it's going to run a lot better, of course, because now it's running where it should be. But I appreciate everyone who has joined in the stream. Thanks so much for everyone who came in to watch some Doom gameplay. And feel free to join the Discord channel if you aren't part of it already. And I'll put it in right here. And hopefully I can catch everybody soon. And make sure you catch the latest video that's out, which is the Z890 Gigabyte AORUS motherboard. A great motherboard to take a look at. Newegg also has a great deal for anyone who is looking for a 265K or a 285K, where you get 2 games and you also get either SSD or RAM depending on the package that you pick. So check it out in the description box below. Make sure to follow along on the Discord. Yeah, for sure. We could definitely play along on War Thunder another time. And thanks again so much for watching. This is Chris Mizo signing out.